Hi everyone, welcome back. Feels like I just saw you yesterday for the beginning of what I consider the holiday season. And now it looks like we're full swing into the holiday season. So I have lots of things to talk to you about today. I don't know if you've noticed behind me, but I have my 3 latest handkerchiefs hung up there, which we are very proud of. If you saw our unboxing video, you would have seen that we have done what do I want to call it? I can't think of the words. And it's not even Friday.
It's not. It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
That's probably why.
It's hump day. Okay. Say it again. We have a contract. Ooh, words. With Genesee Country Village and Museum. And we have started reproducing some things out of the Susan Green collection. So these are the first 3 handkerchiefs, and we're super excited about them. And you can find them on our website. They are up on our website, and Genesee will have them in their gift shop very shortly. They are very excited about them, and those are going to be the only 2 places you can buy them, us or them. So that's how we roll. We have exclusives with whatever museum or personal collector we have. And that way it becomes something very special, and it's a great thing for the museums. It gives them something special in their gift shop at a great price. So check out our scarves online. We also have lots of new fabrics in. I don't know if you watch us on Temptation Tuesday, but we always put new things up that day. Periodically, Brooke will get creative with the front page and do some color coordinating. And it never fails. People will be like, I didn't know you had that. So take a peruse through the front page and also through some of the fabric pages, and you'll discover that we have a lot of beautiful, beautiful wools for winter sewing. All ranges, everything from super lightweight worsteds to heavy broadcloth coating type wools. So you can find, I think, almost anything you want. We also have coming in a couple of weeks, I think, we have a new load of silks coming in. So stay tuned for that. If you're looking for silk for a special project, we're going to have some special silks, some stripes, some checks, some figures. So stay tuned for that. Also, hey, what about those workshops, Christina?
Oh, there's some good stuff coming.
There is good stuff coming, and we have had good stuff. Brooke conducted our first in-person workshop. It was amazing. We had incredible students, and they worked on redingotes. Now, if you guys are not familiar, when we do an in-person workshop, we basically picture blog through our weekend. So if you follow us on Instagram or if you follow us on Facebook, we will do photos throughout the day so that you can kind of see what our participants are up to. In Instagram, it's in our stories. We'll give you an announcement that morning, kind of let you know what's happening in our feed, and then in our stories you can follow along. In Facebook, it is in our stories, but not a lot of people understand what stories are in Facebook. So we do a collective one at the end. We do like a collage for you with all the pictures we've taken throughout the day. Then after that, in Instagram, it goes into a collection, which you can see at the top of our Instagram, or it goes into one of our workshop folders on our Facebook. So if you go to our Facebook and go to our picture photos, you will find our workshops there. As a matter of fact, you can spend a lot of time just looking through all of our old folders. So be sure to have a look at those. And also, tune in with us when we have workshops. So we went through redingotes, and then Melissa did her she did her very first in-person workshop with us, and she did trims. And oh my gosh, you guys, I wanted to take that class. They did so many amazing things. By the time they were done, they had this huge workbook full of every kind of trim you can imagine. She had them doing all kinds of sewn trims. They worked on tape looms, making laces. They did it all. So that was really exciting, and I believe all of our participants were happy. I think they all walked away with a smile on their face and lots of ideas for new things to do with their projects. And then we have coming up this coming weekend, which Brooke is busily working away on getting us ready for, breeches with Neil Hurst. Now, we've done this workshop before. This was one of the workshops that was canceled when COVID hit and we didn't want in-person going on. And so some of our participants were able to come back, and then we got some new participants. So we will be, again, picture blogging through the weekend through Instagram and Facebook. So stay tuned and keep up with us and see these folks make some amazing breeches by the end of the weekend. Yeah. And that will conclude our in-person for this year.
Yeah, and then we've got registration today. We still have 2 spots open.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we have already started all of our registration for next spring, and Christina is going to be teaching all by herself, because she's helped before at workshops, but all by herself, her first in-person workshop this spring. And it is called, and I'm going to get this right, Take Arms Against a Sea of Troubles. And it is an in-depth dive into cutting, fitting, and putting, and words.
Setting.
Thank you.
Yep.
Setting. Putting on your sleeves. Setting sleeves. She has done a lot. And a matter of fact, at the Red Goat workshop, I can attest to the fact that she had cut a sleeve that I ended up using, that Brooke ended up using, that I don't know how many people ended up using your sleeve. It was amazing.
The magic sleeve.
It was a magic sleeve. It was the best fitting sleeve I think I've ever had. So she will be teaching this class, and if you've ever called sleeves, sleevables, this is the class for you. We have, I think, 2 slots left. 2 slots. There's 2 slots left, you guys. So, and it went up today. So if you are interested in this workshop, by all means, jump on it. We also have our next online workshop registration coming up, which Christina will be teaching. And that is going to be our Tambour Workshop. And that's going to be learning the art of tambour and reproducing a cap that is in my personal collection. So yay. I'm excited about that one. It's neat. I did the pattern for it, and she's teaching the class. I guess I need to learn how to do tambour.
You could take the class.
I could take the class, because I don't know how to tambour. We'll see if I have the patience for it. Anyway, so that's another class that we're really excited about. We also have 2 more in-person workshops for the spring, so we'll have a total of 5, which is going to be great. These other 2 that are coming up, they won't be registering until January, but again, we're going to have Christina teaching, and she's going to be teaching a undress class. And no, you won't be getting undressed, but you will be making undress garments. And this is bedgown, sultana, wrapping gown, and banyan. So we will be working on a variety of undress garments. So that is open to everyone, and we hope that you will think about it. And if you missed the breeches workshop, Neil is going to repeat that for us in the spring. So we've got a very full spring. We've got lots and lots of things going on. And of course, during this time, I will continue to buy wonderful things to put on the website that you will love and want to buy.
And we'll have some online stuff coming in the spring too. Not new workshops necessarily, but some repeats of things folks have been looking for.
Yes, we will be doing shapes again. Are we doing stays again?
We might be doing stays again.
Yeah, we'll be doing stays
maybe
again.
One session of that.
And I think we announced last time about the fact that we're going to be having a stays pattern.
Yes.
Did we not? Yes.
I think
We're
did.
Hoping to have that in the next couple of weeks. Our little mini girl, or guy, whatever.
Our mini bodies.
Our mini bodies. We have a little mini body that we're using for all of our workshops, which if you're not aware of, go check out our website. Go to, what's it exactly called? It's not called Making the Mini Mannequin. It's because our workshop is I forget. See, she doesn't even know. And she taught it.
That was a while ago.
I know. But I think
it's the mini, like the 18th century, like mini mannequin, the Burnley Trowbridge, official Burnley Trowbridge body for online workshops.
Yeah,
or something
like that. But anyway,
if you go to long titles.
Yeah. It's it's in workshops, so there's a whole, it explains itself. But this was a mini mannequin that we worked with Ruth Watkins over in the UK. She had been making these little mini mannequins, and she designed a bigger mini mannequin, which is what we wanted, and we asked her to design it a certain way so that we could put our malleable bust on it. And so you can buy a little workshop for $10 that tells you how to do the malleable bust. You can buy the pattern from Ruth, and we have the links all in our site, and you will be ready for any workshop. Now the stays pattern, which is I'm going to get back to, and that was my point, this stays pattern is going to allow you, if you're not interested in taking our mini stays class, which is meant to teach you how to make stays in the 18th century manner. It is, you make a mini pair of stays, that's the outcome, but the point is to teach you all the methods that go into stay making.
To be a stay maker.
To be a stay maker. This pattern is taking those two patterns, which Christina developed, and machining them, just so you have the stays, which is what you need in order to take some of our other classes, like our English gown class, and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So
I also would not recommend trying to use these machine methods on a full-size pair of stays, because I did some things that will work in the half size and will make it so that you don't have to hand sew very much at all, but
won't work in a full
translate
size.
very well to full scale.
No.
Yeah.
No. So
choices were made.
Choices were made. We just wanted you to have the ability to do it quickly. And we actually are going to be offering it as a pattern/kit, which is plain cotton that you make it out of, and you have a choice. I mean, you can do something else if you want to, but it's going to come with that, because we know that will fit, that when it's made up will be the size it needs to be, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So,
and it's probably the easiest kind of combination of textiles to work with, especially if you're a beginner.
Yeah. So,
which is, we wanted to make sure everybody could access our other workshops.
Exactly. And that was the point behind it. So that's going to be coming out, another new product. And then really, let's go with what our holiday stuff is going to be.
Yay!
Yay! Because we are excited. We've got lots of fun holiday things prepared for you guys. And we've had several people say, are you doing anything for Black Friday? Why, yes. Yes, we are. So we have a whole collection of kits. Now, these kits are limited quantity, holiday only, and then they go away. We won't keep making them. This is strictly a holiday thing. We did something like this last year and the year before, and so it's kind of like our little tradition now.
And they do go fast.
And they really do.
And we try to make, as many as are feasible with our limited staffing, but just be aware that, they are limited quantity and they will go quickly.
Yeah, it's a labor-intensive kind of thing, but we love offering it because we know that for you guys it's something special, and it's definitely something, well, for example, the first kit, which is our historical hand sewing kit, comes in this sweet little bag with our stamp on it, and it's great for yourself or to give as a gift for somebody that's just learning how to sew or is getting interested. And it comes with a lot of stuff. So you get a set of our bow and needles, you get a thimble, you get natural and white linen thread, You get a bone winder so you can understand what those are all about. You get some sewing pins. You also get a pair of our scissors, which, pardon the plastic, but that keeps them from poking through things. You get a pair of our scissors, and you get our beeswax. So you get everything you need in this bag to begin sewing. And it's a great value because we put the kit together, added up all the pricing, and knocked 10% off. So you're getting the whole kit for $26.25. We will have 100 of these kits. And that's
I want to say too with those kits, I know that we kind of designed them with beginners in mind, but I got to be honest, they are
I know people have bought them for themselves.
They're so handy because they have everything you need for just a quick fix sewing kit. If you're on the road or you're at an event and you just need to have a couple of things with you, has everything you need for that.
Exactly. It does. It does. It's great. So that's our first kit. Our second kit, this is fun. Now, this was inspired by, if you follow Lemonade Made Daily.
Oh, she's here in chat, too.
Oh, hello, Paulette. Hello. If you follow Lemonade Made Daily, she's an incredible quilter and a seamstress. And she came up with, she used to take our old swatches and stitch them together and make pillows and things out of them. Well, she came up with what she called a tailor's ham. We're calling it a tailor's ham or pillow. And she actually stuffed it, and this is a great idea. She stuffed it with what tailors call cabbage. In other words, she stuffed it with little bits of fabric that you can't use for anything to make it completely, green. And so we have put together our version of the little ham kits. Ours are smaller than hers. She makes a pretty big one. Ours is a smaller one. You can iron on it. You can put it on your lap and lay your stitching on it. You can pin your stitching to it. It is a great little helpmate for sewing. And so we have only produced 30 of these kits. So they are going to be either in our flannel weight wool, and this is dealer's choice. This is Gail putting together really pretty little groupings. Okay, this is Gail's fun thing to do, is to do all these color choices. So you will get a set of 30 squares of either our flannel weight or our coating weight, which is our broadcloth. All right. And then you will get linen backing big enough to make your pillow. We also will be giving you some simple hand sewing directions so you'll know how to put it together. And that comes in a little kit, and it's very inexpensive, $10 for the whole kit. It does not come with thread or needles or anything like that. That's on you. We are producing, like I said, 30 kits. That's it. We also have, and I think a lot of you have seen that we had our mitts come out earlier as a digital download. Well, we decided, we had a lot of our customers ask us, well, what do I have to buy? Can you just put a kit together? Well, for Christmas only, or for the holidays only, we decided we would put together a small quantity of kits. And so we've done 36 total, 12 of each color. And when they're gone, they're gone. We will not do this again. They will include a printed version of the mitts kit. It will also include, what?
I bet
I have two.
That might be the one that I photographed and I took it out.
Oh, you get two. No, you only get one. But this is a full-size one rather than you taping it together. So it's a full-size pattern with all the directions. It also comes with your choice of red, blue. I'm making a mess. Somebody's going to be unhappy with me. The red, the blue, or black worsted. Okay. And then a piece of silk, just a nice ivory silk that's used for the tip lining. It also comes with, what else is in here? It also comes with silk thread to match. So if you want to do embroidery or anything like that, you'll want to order some of our quilter's thread, or if you like really chunky embroidery, you can order our buttonhole twist, but I suggest the quilter's thread for this.
And there will be a page on our website with all of our kits that you can look at before Friday, so you can kind of see everything. And we've been sharing them on Fridays on our social media too. So if you look at our social media posts, you'll see them there. Yeah.
So we'll give you lots of information. Hopefully you won't have any questions. Those are going to retail at $30. Again, we only have 36 kits, so keep that in mind. The last set of kits that we have are going to be, we decided, and again, I'll give Paulette kudos on this because I think she was the first one ever to piece a pocket. We've had loads of people do it since then. They take their old samples from us, or they buy our little pocket kits, which is 3x3 samples that again, Gail puts together in beautiful colors so that you have a nice, pleasing, finished product. And we decided that we would put together a full kit for you for a pieced pocket. So we have, with that, you will get a printed out pattern. Now this is just the digital print, but we're printing it out for you so you don't have to print it. There are those that don't have a printer, which I totally understand. You'll also get a choice of either, let's see, these are
there's cool and warm.
These are cool, and these are warm. So you'll get a choice of cool and warm. And what I was going to say, what's special about these is it's a combination of linen, but we decided to add some of our special prints. So these are one-offs where you're going to get some of our documented prints that we have had in the past. So this is an example of one of them. It's very pretty. And you won't see all these prints again. I mean, I literally went into my own personal stash and brought some fabric the other day because we needed just one more in the Warm family. So, and it was one that we haven't had in a long time, that I haven't printed in a really long time. So you'll get your pieces, then you will get your thread. You will also get your tape for your pocket. And you will finally get your backing for the, this is white linen. You will get the backing for the actual piece pocket and, of course, the back of the pocket. You have enough cotton here to bind your pocket and also for ties. And then one tiny little extra bonus, you will get either a doggy or a kitty cat wax so that you've got wax to wax your thread with. So that is that kit, and we are doing...
and the instructions for that are our pocket sew-along.
Yes. The instructions will be our pocket sew-along. However, there will be a small printed set of instructions only about the piecing. Just in case you've never pieced before, there'll be just some simple instructions there for piecing the front of the pocket. So that you feel like you're not out of your element. I'll put that back. I'm making a mess of all of this. Okay. So that really covers our kits. So those go up on Black Friday. We also have some other things planned. So I'm going to turn over my little thing here. And we might not go for an hour today, you guys, but we'll go as long as you want to talk.
And be sure if you all have questions, I am watching chat, so throw them in chat and we can get those answered.
Yeah. So we got Small Business Saturday. We've had people ask us about Cyber Monday.
We're cyber all the time.
We're cyber all the time, right? Small Business Saturday is very special to us, and it's special to a lot of people like us. We know that we've talked to Red Threaded, to Cynthia at Red Threaded, and they have a holiday gift guide coming out next week, and that's going to have lots of small businesses that you can shop from, not just us, but lots of people that we love and support. We will be sure to share her guide when it comes out. And I believe that Taylor from Dames a la Mode might be doing something similar. She mentioned it in Facebook not too long ago. So, be sure and check out some of these small businesses, see what they have to offer, and also be sure to share, because that's how we all, survive in this business, is we collaborate and we share with each other. We wanted to do something to celebrate small businesses. And this was a collaborative effort. And, Melissa and Christina are especially excited about it because they got the task of making the decisions of what we would offer. But we're going to do our own version of Small Saturday, and we're going to make it last. We are going to be doing 3 weeks of specials. Now, this is a Monday through Friday special. We will not do it on the weekends. So for 3 weeks...
Mainly because we're not here on the weekends, and we can't tell if we run out of stuff.
Exactly. So starting the Monday after, so I guess it is Cyber Monday, whatever.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, look what you did.
We had to do it for the calendar to work.
I know. So the Monday following Small Business Saturday, we will start every day by offering an item. It will be 3 weeks. However, on Small Business Saturday, you have to pay attention to us, because on that day, we will put up our calendar, which will tell you what we will be offering.
Okay, but what is so special about, why would they want to buy those items on those days?
Because they will be discounted for 24 hours only.
How much is the discount?
It's 15%.
What? We never discount.
I know, but we are. We decided to do a special. It's going to kind of run the gamut. We're doing a little fabric. We're doing a few sewing things. And we're doing some handkerchiefs. And one of the things you need to know about the handkerchiefs. So I know there are a lot of you who are Disney fans. And
we're not infringing on Disney, though.
We're not infringing on Disney, but we like their idea. Disney has a vault. We have
a trunk.
A trunk. Yeah. I like the vault idea, though.
Well,
they can't get us for that.
We'll see. Yeah. We'll go with vault until we get a cease and desist.
Yeah, a cease and desist. And if we get a cease and desist, then it'll be a trunk. So we have 5 handkerchiefs that will go on sale, and then they will go into, I guess we could say trunk. Okay, we've decided it's going to be trunk. Yeah, the sea chest. To the bottom of the sea. No, they will go into our trunk. And so we have decided, but vault is better because you lock it up.
No, you lock it up.
Vault. We're staying with vault.
I told you, just if we get a letter, we'll deal with it.
Okay. So
nobody turn us in.
But I got to talk about handkerchiefs. Wait a minute. Handkerchiefs. Okay. 5 handkerchiefs. 15% off. Each one of these handkerchiefs, pay attention, because if it's one of the ones that you've been thinking about, and I'm going to get it, I'm going to get it, I'm going to get it, and you put it off, you better get it, because they will be going into the vault. These 5 handkerchiefs have been chosen to go into the vault, maybe never to be seen again. It all depends. I have done this before. It's time to do it again. So take a good hard look when you see handkerchiefs coming up. We also have one other item. Our shipping calendar is coming soon with recommended dates, last dates for purchase based on courier. We can't guarantee the dates, but these are good guidelines, for you to follow.
These are the dates that have been put out by each of those couriers. So that way you don't have to go find them. We've done that legwork for you. and we'll be posting those, so it gives you a pretty good guideline of when to buy based on which shipping method you're choosing.
Exactly. So if you have particular things in mind, please, shop early, shop often. We can't, we're not going to complain if you do. If there's anything in particular that you guys want or need at this point in time, let us know. And of course, if you have questions, I'm here to answer them.
We'll give them a second. They're on a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, they're on a little bit of a delay.
We did have a question about the looms that Melissa used, the tape looms at the workshop, and where they were from.
She has them from different places.
Yeah.
Hey, Melissa.
I think she might have put it in chat. I'm trying to.
Did you put that information in chat for us?
Which information?
About the different looms that you've gotten and where they came from? Yes, she's put it into chat.
I'm looking for it right now.
Yeah, Christina's looking for it. So she can, if you scroll through chat, you can find them.
Okay, JK, how do you say his last name? Sidell?
Oh, no.
And Gina B. Silkworks.
Yes.
The two looms that are the larger looms were my looms, and those actually came via a company in Canada, but they were made by a gentleman who doesn't make the looms anymore, so you just can't get them.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing is, I'll tell you, if any of you are within the vicinity of Maryland, every spring, Fort Frederick, Maryland has a huge market fair, and there's always at least one woodworker who does looms there. It varies. It's been, a couple years, and I don't know who is going anymore or who's still around to go. A lot of the people that I know from the days when I would have had something like that made for me have since either retired or passed on.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately. But if you do searches for box looms, sometimes you'll come up with things.
There are some groups that are available as well on social media that you can find.
Right. Yeah. So there are places out there. Like I said, I had a box loom and it was made for by a gentleman who's passed on. So.
Lemonade Made Daily wants to know if there are any plans for more sew-alongs.
We might have a few in mind.
A couple up our sleeve.
Yeah. We have a couple up our sleeve. We're going to be doing a smock, and I think we talked about that at Halloween. We're going to be doing a smock. Well, we're doing some kind of short sew-along hacks. Mm-hmm. So we're doing a smock hack where you can make an earlier smock using the shift sew-along. And we're going to be doing a ruffle for your shirt hack. Mm-hmm. So that's another one that we're doing. I'm trying to think what else we've got. I mean,
a couple of them are going to be coming out with some of our patterns. So those, I don't...
Yeah, we can't talk about those yet.
That would be too spoilery.
That would be too spoilery. Yes, we do have some patterns coming out, and with those patterns, there will be sew-alongs. So that's another thing that we're working on. We have so much we're working on, you guys.
She says, what about redoing previous sew-alongs so live questions can be asked? We could probably do maybe some live sessions for something like that with questions on the sew-alongs. Maybe.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we've done that. I mean, we did that when we were doing aprons and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. All of our lives were in conjunction with those sew-alongs when we first put them. When we first put them out. So that could be something, where we could have a live chat. Mm-hmm. Sure.
Tammy Jones says, what about muffs?
That's something we could do. Yeah.
Well, and we might have something coming up in the fall with next fall.
Yeah. That might have something to do with muffs. So. Yeah, we've taught them in our in-person classes many times. So.
And we are redoing all of our quick stitch tutorials from our
are.
old seasons.
We
To
are.
update them and make them just a little better.
Yeah, a little bit better, a little bit fresher.
A little fresher.
Yeah.
We know a lot of you guys don't like the music in the background and like how we do the filming now.
Yeah, because that was, that was years ago, and we've
6 or
yeah,
almost 7 years ago now.
Our YouTube channel's been up for a long time. You should share us a lot, and now get us some more subscribers.
William Green Tenor says, any men's patterns? Yes, we will have some 18th century, what would be classified as men's patterns from the 18th century, and some companion sew-alongs for those as well.
But we can't talk about it.
But we can't talk about it.
No, we can't talk
Top
about
secret.
it. Top secret, that's right. Yes, we are working on a lot of things. We also, and I mentioned this in our Halloween Hangout, and I'll mention it again, come next spring, for those of you who have registered for our in-person workshops, you'll be coming to a new facility because we have expanded, and we have now expanded into the next door warehouse, and a big part of that warehouse is going to be given up for a classroom. So it's going to be a different facility. We're going to have a little more leniency as far as how we operate. There'll be more of an opportunity to do occasional short sessions, like 2-hour classes, that kind of thing. There'll be the opportunity to do things during the summer, which a billion of you have asked me for. I won't be restricted by seasons. I won't be restricted by location. It will be, we'll have a lot more flexible schedule. Now, our schedule this spring was set up based on being at our old facility, and then this came about. So after that, we may be spreading things out a little bit more. So we're really excited about that. It's going to be good.
Lemonade Made Daily says, basic diamond pattern quilted petticoat. Maybe not for so long, but we are
talking about something.
We are contemplating something with that.
Yes,
so
yes.
yeah, we're working on some ideas.
Yes. So yes. So we everything that has been meant, believe me, you guys, when you say it, we listen. We really do. I mean, we have lists and we bounce things back and forth all the time. It's really just a matter of time, and manpower. So we do listen. It might take us a while to bring something to fruition, but we listen.
We try to be slow and steady.
Yeah.
Right? We want to make sure that if we're putting something out for you guys, it's going to be quality.
It's going to be top quality.
Yeah, and it's going to be well researched and documented, and we're going to bring you the best that we
possibly can.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's what we try to do in everything that we do. And that includes, all the product that we bring you. We really want it to be the best that we can get, and we want it to be something that's going to please you. So do I have any more questions?
I don't know if we're going to be able to answer this question, but what time on Black Friday will the kits be available? Ooh. Is it going to be, 12 a.m., 9 a.m.? Do you all have preferences, maybe?
Yeah, because normally we make our Temptation Tuesday goes up at 9?
Or 10.
10.
It goes up at 10.
10?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I thought it was 10. Hold on. Let me ask Brooke.
Yeah, ask Brooke, because I honestly don't remember. We've been playing with our times as well. You'll notice that we're posting on Instagram and Facebook at different times now because we are looking at algorithms. And
okay, it is 9.
It is 9.
Some of our Facebooks are going up at 10.
Ha!
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. There's so many times.
We have so many different things.
So many different things. But yes, so at 9 a.m. on Friday. How about that? So now Brooke has to do it.
Okay, so yeah, so if you all could just give us just put this in comments, if you would prefer a 9 a.m. release for Black Friday, If you would prefer a noon release, a midnight release, let us know what your opinion is. We're going to talk about some other things, and we'll see what you all have to say and come
No,
back
not
to
midnight. I think she manually has to do that. She'll hate you.
That. Oh,
She will hate you.
maybe don't pick midnight so Brooke doesn't hate me.
Exactly.
I
No
don't
midnight.
remember what we did last year.
Couldn't tell you. But 9 a.m. is usually a pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll make sure though, whatever it is, we will post that well ahead of time
Yeah.
so you all know when to kind of schedule your timers and
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know some of the kits, we only have a small amount of.
Yeah.
But
what about a primer that helps beginners choose the right fabric, thread, and needles for historical projects? We actually, not necessarily fabric, but do you want to talk about our needle and thread video?
We have a needle and thread video on our YouTube channel, and it encompasses a lot of the needles and threads that we have. However, I am going to be redoing that video because since then I've got in even more stuff in that's not reflected in that. So we will be adding to that. I'll be adding to that. And as far as fabrics are concerned, yeah, I mean, we've talked about it. I need to figure out a way to do a primer that's not like, everything I know for the past 30 years in 5 minutes or less.
Well, we have talked about you doing some short lectures.
Yes.
And that might be coming down the pipeline.
And that's the kind of thing, we've talked about doing a lecture series on textiles that you can register for. And with that sort of thing, then that gives me an opportunity to impart information, but not necessarily, and you glean from it what you want. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. You glean from it what you want. So it can have a title. For example, I can be talking about printed cottons and a time frame, because there's so many things that I can talk about. And you'll see what interests you, and we'll go from there. So.
Speaking of like printed cottons and things like that, Corinne is wondering about chintz and if it's appropriate for the 1770s.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. There's a lot of chatter and like questions coming through, so I'm just trying to look through everything. Would the red kersey wool work for a child's Red Riding Hood with the rain and all?
The kersey's pretty good, yeah. It's kind of spongy, this one is. You might want to full it a little bit. So if you want to full it, plan on you losing about 6 inches a yard for that, and that'll tighten it up some, make it a little bit thicker. So I would maybe consider that if you're looking for it to shed rain. Kersey was actually in the 18th century an excellent wool for shedding, damp and rain. But we're not in the 18th century, and unfortunately, I don't have those people making me fabric. I wish I did. So.
Emma Fleming says, please do a 1690s mantua workshop.
Now, actually, Emma, I have the most amazing fabric to do my own mantua from the Met. If any of you have looked at the red and gold one, which is just like covered with gold lace, I have all the bits to do that.
William,
maybe we need to make it happen.
William says, I feel like the B&T theme song should be the Madonna song, Dress You Up in My Love.
That's a good one. I like it. I like it.
It does seem like most people are thinking 9 o'clock. Do we want to make an executive decision and say
executive
9 o'clock?
Decision. I say 9 o'clock, yes.
You're the boss, Linda.
Yeah, I'm the boss. I say 9 o'clock.
Kitchen Scissors says, do you recommend using an emery board to sharpen needles or use a special pin cushion? I had one right out of the box with a burr.
Yeah. Oh, for us, a Bowen?
Oh, I don't know. They didn't say.
Oh, okay. Because hopefully you didn't get anything like that with our needles, because our needles are really nice needles. You will find that Chinese needles, sorry, but Dritz, things like that, tend to be burry and coarse. And if you were to magnify them, compare them to like one of our French needles, you'll see a very smooth finish. And on the inexpensive needle like you get at your neighborhood fabric store, you'll see a bunch of little burrs. I would suggest an emery. Yeah. I mean, I have a pincushion that's got emery in the little strawberry.
Strawberry.
Yeah,
You can
and
also buy a larger strawberry.
Yeah,
that's just
that's
a strawberry
emery.
by itself. That's emery.
That's
yeah.
emery. Yeah.
I stick my needles in those.
Yeah.
I'm very acidic, so I turn all of my needles, and so I often stick them in the emery just to kind of protect them
Yeah.
from me.
Yeah. 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 We actually went through looking at the was it the what's the Japanese needles? Forgot the name of them. Begins with a D. Daisy. It's not Daisy.
No.
It's can't remember. But anyway, we went through some rather expensive needles that we went through all of them because we thought we had found a stainless steel needle, and it turned out it was not.
So it was sad.
Yeah, because those will not turn, and you're not the only one like that.
No, is it tulip?
Oh, it's tulip.
It's tulip.
So,
yeah.
So it was tulip needles, and I thought I had found one that was stainless steel. Remember?
Yeah.
And no, so I'm sure there's some out there, but I haven't come across them.
Let's see. Martha wants to know what's fulling.
Fulling is the act of, it's actually the act of thickening the wool through agitation. If you look at wool or wool yarn under a microscope, you will see that the fibers themselves have little like claws on them. And when they are put in cold water or hot water, they react to it and they start to grab. So it causes the fibers to grab each other, and in the process of grabbing each other, it starts to tighten the wool up, and it can make the wool loftier as well. You can hand full your wool. That you have better control when you do that, and it's just a matter of agitation. There's actually on YouTube there is a fulling. Yeah, it's from, I think it's Scotland, and it's a fulling table, which has
like
water on it.
They're walking the wool,
and they're walking the wool. They're agitating the wool back and forth, turning it, agitating, and they're singing a fulling song while they're doing it. You can hand agitate the same type of way by kind of walking the wool. You want to do it as symmetrically as you can. You don't want to do like a part and then a part. You can do it in the washer by letting it agitate with the washer. Older washers, not these new whatever fangled. I hate the new washers. They do terrible things to fabric. But old washers with an agitator will do the same kind of thing. However, one trick and one thing that a lot of people don't realize, do not ever let water run on your wool. Submerge your wool all at the same time, because it will shrink at different rates if you let water just run on your wool. So,
Melinda says, is it basically like felting?
yeah. You know, but you can use like felting needles to felt.
Yeah.
So
well, I mean, I guess the big difference, it's a very similar process. It's just felting doesn't have any like weave structure underneath it. It's just kind of all mushed together.
Right, and this is actually a woven wool.
Happening to a woven, yeah.
But felting, it is the same process in the fact that it's the fibers grabbing each other and tightening. Yeah.
William wants to know, how would the fold kersey compare to a broadcloth?
It's not going to be as thick as a broadcloth, and it may not hold a good edge.
Neil said probably kersey's twilled versus broadcloth being plain woven too.
And it's it's not gonna
Neil's
hold
here,
a good
by the
edge. Hello, Neil.
He made a crunch comment earlier, and I told him to hush.
Crunch crunch.
When you were moving the little crunchy papers.
Oh. Neil.
Let's see. What would you recommend for boning, plastic, steel, or question mark?
It depends on what you're boning and how you're boning. We sell the synthetic whalebone. If you're fully boning a pair of stays, something like that is going to be more flexible and maybe not be as cumbersome as using metal. You may want to choose to use metal in a few of your channels, or you may want to use metal where your lacing channels are. People use pounded ash, they'll use split ash or pounded ash. But
you can get
also,
hand-ribbed ochre ash. That's really
that's
great.
true. Hand-ribbed ochre ash is also a good choice. I have only seen one pair of stays with wood in them. The rest have all been whalebone.
Oh,
I've only seen one pair, the ones at the DAR, and I can't recall any others that I've seen with wood.
There are some that are actually, they have wood and whalebone together in the CW collection.
Oh, okay.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
They have baleen in kind of like the main channels, and then they actually have wood in the cross sections in the stomach plastern kind of area.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Which is neat.
Do they use it for at the lacing points and things like that, the way you would use steel now?
The wood? They're using just the thicker lacing bones.
Okay.
Like the kind of almost square pieces
that are
of
square.
baling. Yeah. But I think mixing boning materials can be really good. This is something, if you take the Stays Workshop online, we talk a lot about boning materials and where to use what.
Yeah.
But sometimes you get the best results by mixing the materials, because no single substitute today has every characteristic of baleen. And so if you're strategic and you understand what the part of the garment needs, you can choose the best material for that section.
Right. Yeah, true. I mean, I wore a pair of stays for years that were, they were oval basket caning. And periodically.
Neil mentioned pack thread too.
Yeah, and pack thread. Yep. You see that as well. So there's lots of choices. Yeah. Any other questions?
Where can I find some Nankeen? You and me both.
You and me both. Yeah. There is no Nankeen per se that I am aware of. People have periodically. I did have somebody a while back send me some samples of cotton that they had dyed to represent Nankeen. So you have that ability. My strong suggestion is that if you want to try and recreate the aesthetic of Nankeen, you need to see Nankeen, because it will surprise you. It's not going to be what you or I think of as cotton today in its aesthetic. I found years ago, we had a Belgium linen that was the closest thing aesthetically that I have ever seen to Nankeen, and it was linen. Color, thread count, appearance, everything. I mean, it looked like Nankeen. If it had been a little bit fuzzy, it would have been the thing. So, yeah. Does it exist?
Nami says, "Hi guys, I'll see y'all in March."
Oh boy!
Corinne says, "Thank you for all the boning info. There's a lot to learn."
Yeah, there is. If you want to take the Stays Workshop, it certainly is an excellent workshop for really learning a lot. I mean,
and they're half scale.
Yeah, and they're half scale. And Christina, she gives you a huge amount of, along with just the practical, physical of building, she gives you a whole lot of history and understanding as well about the 18th century stay maker and stay making. So.
So we have 3 minutes.
Okay. Oh, and I thought I was going to fill up an hour. So there you are. I was going to be like, buy this, we're done.
I don't see. I did put a call out for any last questions a minute ago, and
Well, then what I'm going to do is just reiterate what I said, like in 3 minutes or less. don't forget that on 9 o'clock on Black Friday, we will have all of our kits available. Remember, we have a choice of your sewing kit, your mitts kit, your tailor's ham or pillow, and some piece pocket kits. So those will be available on Friday. Be sure to tune in with us on Saturday to see the list of the special offers that we will have for the 3 weeks leading up to Christmas, starting Cyber Monday, even if it is Cyber Monday. Starting Cyber Monday, it will be one item per day or group of items.
2 slots in the
and
sleeves.
2 slots left in sleeves. So if you were thinking about it, now is the time to go and make your purchase.
Oh, so. Nami says Stay's class was awesome. And Kitchen Session says, if you are out of the buttonhole twist, is the quilter's weight an okay substitute?
For what?
I don't know. Maybe if it's for
buttonholes, yes.
They'll just be a little...
Yeah. Truthfully, once you get good at buttonholes, you're going to prefer the quilters over the buttonhole twist. It's finer. It makes a neater buttonhole. But quilters is pretty multi-purpose. I actually love it for the fact that you find it in stitching with tailoring. You find it in seams and things like that. You find it in silk gowns, stitching up silk gowns. So it's used quite a bit that weight. So it's a great multi-purpose silk. So.
Okay, and Martha asked if the ham has a pattern. It doesn't really have a pattern, but it will have instructions.
It will have instructions, yeah. We give you a back, so that gives you your size.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of putting your pieces together and then putting a backing on it and stuffing it.
Okay, it's 4:30.
It's 4:30, yay, we did it.
We did it.
You folks, we are so happy to have you here with us. We are looking forward to a happy holiday season. We hope that you are going to be able to see and enjoy family and friends this year. Please
and be safe.
Please stay safe. Yes, please stay safe. Stay well. And I will not be seeing you this way until next year.
Oh, man.
This is it. This is it, you guys. So without further ado, I say thank you from all of us to all of you. Happy holidays, and we look forward to seeing you in the new year. Take care, and happy shopping. Bye.